Come on in. I'd love to show you this bathroom that we recently retrofitted. This was a bathroom where if you were an able-bodied person, you could come in and make the very tight squeeze work, but you couldn't open the door all the way. The sink was out to here, the toilet was here, a big tub, and there was just no way that with any mobility support needs, so the need for a walker or the need for a wheelchair, that someone could use this bathroom effectively or really at all. So we decided this year to just bite the bullet and make sure that this bathroom got what it needed. We had a wonderful contractor come in. We removed this bathtub and we got a specialty base insert with the gently sloping low threshold so that someone can come on in on the commode and so that staff members can be safely and with space to maneuver, able to support the personal care needs of the individual that they are supporting in that moment. So this is a huge win. This bathroom really went from zero to hero this year, and we're thrilled with the work that was done. Of course, it did come with a price tag. This was over $30,000, but there are certain projects that just can't wait. So this is another project that we worked on recently. I would call it an interim measure, a midway project. There was a bathtub here, and the changing needs of our residents meant that a bathtub was simply not something that was functional anymore. You can see here that the threshold is not that low sloping one that we have at our other home. This is a step in. The size of this is not sufficient for a commode to be in and for personal support workers to be around helping the individual. So this was a midway measure, and we need in the future, the not too distant future, to make sure that we have an opportunity to completely renovate this washroom as we did for our other home. So this is a makeshift project that we did to ensure that the resident with changing mobility needs is able to access his home safely. But really, this is just an interim measure. This fact that we have only stairs as an access way up to this person's home is not acceptable. It's not something that's going to work for him for much longer. We do expect that as the needs are changing rapidly, that in the not too distant future, he will most likely need a walker, and not too long after that, we do expect him to require a wheelchair. So we will need to have a ramp entrance to the front and a chair lift going up the stairs inside the home. And then at the back, which I'll show you separately, we are hoping to install an exterior elevator. And that will allow this individual to come home and be barrier free in terms of his access to his own unit, where he has his bedroom, his kitchen, his living room, his dining room that have been his home for decades. So we want to make sure that that the work we're doing really demonstrates our commitment to accessibility and to eliminating barriers. What we'd like to do is install an exterior elevator, and that would go approximately here. Elevators, they do come with quite a price tag. And we simply don't have the funds to install this, but we are really looking for community support to help us ensure that people in their own homes can use their space as they wish, as they have done for years and years, and to ensure that aging in place is really something that's possible for them. So there are 4 areas of accessibility needs that we're really looking for some support with, and one of those is vehicles. So this is one example of one of the 16 vehicles in our fleet, and it is an older vehicle with high mileage, constant repair and maintenance costs. It's critical for the achievement of our mission and just for the quality of life of the people we support, that they are able to get out into the community, to enjoy the community inclusion activities that are of their choice, as well as to demonstrate to the community that that we know how to be an inclusive community. So this is one of the vehicles that we will be replacing in the future if we're able to get the funding support we need. Spending thousands of dollars on older vehicles is just not a wise use of our precious dollars as a registered charity. And we're hoping to find supporters who can help us to ensure that community inclusion and true, enacting of our mission can really happen so that the people we support can have highest quality of life possible. This is the home of our supported independent living program and our supported employment program. And we have 2 entranceways for this building, both of which, as an able-bodied person, we reach for the door handle, we open the door, and we walk on in. As a person with mobility needs, this is not a welcoming beginning to our environment. So what we need to do here is install accessible doorways. That involves several tradespeople, a lock specialist, an electrician, a general contractor. So projects like this might look simple, sound simple, but actually the cost of doing these projects is something that has held us back from doing them for some time. So this does fall into, one of the several categories of accessibility that we're looking to really address this year. One is elevators and lifts. One is vehicles. One is entranceways. So as I mentioned, this is our entranceway example. And if we can make sure that Clements, which is supposed to be a beacon of, and a model of inclusivity, if we can make sure that our built environment really demonstrates our message of inclusion and true belonging, I think that this will be a huge lift. So we're really very grateful for any support we can get to ensure that those who serve have the optimal environment that they deserve.